on the #1 team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Palmer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Ball's on the 18. It's 2nd down and 9. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And this is not the way they envision the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll give it to Johnson. Bulls his way forward. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. Now on 1st down from the 28. Might as well give it to him again. No, he just flat ran over it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. Keeps the legs moving. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The handoff to Johnson. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Temple lines up quickly. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. It's complete. Touchdown, Hurricane! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. On to attempt the try.
Yeah, how about the design of the play, doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Temple lines up quickly. It's a draw. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. He'll throw it. Right on target this time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Like to have back. They would have wished the quarterback pitched that football, but instead they took the wrong guy away and made it an easy decision for the QB.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Canes want to move quickly. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only working.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my number one job as a defensive line.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Payne. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll give it to Johnson. Strikes the blow. Refuses to go down. Keeps those legs churning. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Oh, gave the defender the business. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry up. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion of the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
For what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Lockney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Appalachian State. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Owls.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should... whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create.
He's going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He's looking for a man on second down. That's caught. It's Johnson.
Glass half full, glass half empty, guys. Obviously great. They got a completion. You prefer that over incompletions or interceptions. Well, glass half empty. I mean, they made that third down a bit more manageable, but not by much.
Looking left. Complete downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps their foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, Dave. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field it close to the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Tucker. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Powers through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
He'll pull it on the read. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels.
And it's picked off. Bringing it back.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Still on his feet. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Temple lines up quickly. He'll try the left side. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Coming after it. And they got him for the sack.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Off the play fake on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Miami. And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner will be dragged down. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And down he goes back at the 3. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Dances away again. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fast motion from the offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got his man. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback a zero.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami, 56, Temple, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Owls will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense working from the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami, 63, Temple, 21.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
It's complete to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Canes get enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, they were able to come out here in week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Works the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He looks that one in nicely. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Great job by the pass rusher there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the QB with the sack, but he was able to still use his arms and his wingspan to knock that ball loose.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Back to throw, it's Graves. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Temple lining up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.